Start with the front of the truck. Got a brand new grill, 05 Ford Edge, Hella 4000 pencil beams. Got the skid plate down there with the front bumper. Go up to the cross member here. It's removable. There's bolts right here, so you can get the motor in and out on both sides. Oversized radiator, custom shroud, remote oil filter. Got the king coilovers. Here's the air bump holders. The bumps are out right now. It needs to be sanded so they can slide in and out. Limit straps, custom brake lines down here. Got the rag down there for a little tranny drip. Just the leftover stuff that came out when it was sitting for so long. Here's the crossover steering swinger for the driver's side, and here's the swinger, the steering swingers themselves, where they hook to the hub. And then these are the I-beams where the beams and the radius arm comes together. This is the triple bypass mount. As you can see, the coilover mount's a little higher. And here's the mount up on the top of the engine cage for the triple bypass. And we'll go down here, radius arms, brackets underneath, all the bolts are put in. Passenger side in the window. Here's the gauges, oil pressure, speedometer, tachometer, as you saw in the pictures. The roof is carpeted. Got the cage back there. The back window's out because it broke with some rocks flew at it. Open up the door here. Doors open. Got fire extinguisher, cage, like Dukes of Hazzard getting in and out. Got the battery box right here. The other side of the battery is in it. Jazz 32-gallon fuel cell. Got the tranny coolers here. And then the King triple bypasses, 16-inch, down to the Deaver leaf springs with custom U-bolts and a Camberg spring plate. Drop brackets on the back from Cartech. Got the rear bumper. Here's the little light bar I was telling you about that we made real quick with 2 brake lights, 2 ambers. These are the spare tire holders. As you can see, the bolts are real thick on here, so don't have to worry about losing any. They just spin on real easy. There's a spare tire. Same thing with that mount. Same thing on this side for the triples. Here's the battery. Run over here, open the passenger door, opens. Got the cage, everything. Crow 5-point harnesses. Here's your air bumps. As you can see, there's marks where it was hard to get them out, so they really need some sanding inside the cans to go back in nice and easy. They should flow in and out real nice and easy. Aluminum cover for where it used to be a stick shift. The art car, or the Winners racing shifter. It's a gate shifter. You have to shift it for it to work. Voltmeter, that's where the oil pressure is supposed to go, but the hose wasn't long enough. Water temperature, trans temp, and then all your switches. And the fuel gauge in the middle. Got your fuse box down here, and then custom dash, all carpeted. All the side panels are carpeted for the 2 doors. Come over here, everything's about the same. Here's the steering swinger for the passenger side, which is a double, has 2 spots. So this spot comes off of the steering pump itself, and then this goes over to the other swinger and down to the hub. Same thing on this side, connects right to the hub. Got this right here is an adjustable. It automatically adjusts for when your camber is going in and out, so that way the tires don't get all screwed up with the alignment. And then here's your beam brackets, big hefty things. 4 bolts or 6 bolts, and then 2 bolts on the bottom. And then these are large bolts as well, holding the beams on. Same as the radius arm, same size. And then here's your 140 amp alternator, so you can run 2 batteries and 8 lights with no problem. Then we got a K&N air filter. We got the remote bypasses for the coilovers mounted up top here on the cage. And then if you look in the front window, you can see the cage going down through the dash. Got a crack right here in the window, just from flex, I think, or when the guy was building the cage. So, and then right here we got the fuel pressure gauge. I don't know if you can get in there and see it. Fuel pressure gauge mounted right here. It usually runs, I think it's like 4 to 7 for carburetors. I'll fire it up and then you can look at it. Let's see. Got the belt here. Everything's good. And here's the hood off of the truck. Another spare tire. And we'll jump in here. Jump in here, flip this first switch. Is the fuel pump. We're gonna fire it up. Truck starts right up. Flip the switch off for a second. Got to give it a little bit of gas. Give it a little bit of gas and the truck will start right up. The first switch is the fuel pump. Got dual flow masters with down pipes in the back going straight out. No cats. Straight from the headers. See, the fan is mechanical, so it's always spinning with the belt. That way you don't ever have to worry about overheating when you're just sitting. It's always pulling air through. And as you can see, there's a little fresh tranny drip right on the edge right there on the top of that rag, just from the truck sitting still, while we were getting this video ready. Other than that, it doesn't leak much. I mean, it's just when it sits. So here's the underneath. Well, the exhaust comes straight down, turns about almost a 90 straight back. Right here we got fuel pump, Summit fuel pump. It's made for fuel injection, but it's turned down for. Actually, no, this is the one for the carburetor. I have another one for fuel injected that I'll include with the truck. Also, here's the fuel filter. Easy to replace. Tranny cross member. There's the tranny motor beams. Going back to the Ford Explorer 8.8 rear axle with a custom drive shaft made thick. Here, look right here. This is where the speedometer cable goes from the gauge, from the autometer gauge. That's it's just a plug right now, so you can't, so it doesn't leak any tranny fluid out. Got your solenoid right here from the battery that goes up to the starter. These right here are tranny lines. They run up underneath and then back up here to the tranny. These are the coolers. Got a cross member underneath the fuel cell. Fuel cell was designed with L brackets. So that's it. On the top of the fuel cell, got the breather, and then just the suction line for the carburetor. It also has a return line on it for if you go to fuel injected. And I also have all the stuff for fuel injection because I had it on a 4.0. Before this truck had a 302, it had a 4.0 in it. So so I have all the stuff for fuel injection, the pump, the filter. Some adapters to a 4.0 if that was ever a need. As you can see right here, we got
where the motor connects to the tranny right here. Brand new start, got a brand new starter on it, and I have the headers wrapped with header wrap because the starter was getting too hot to where it wouldn't start when the motor got hot. So I had to make sure the headers are wrapped real good, so now the motor will start anytime it's hot. Here's a bracket for the motor mount. Very strong and things. I'll send you some videos from my GoPro with this truck in it. So, and I think that's about it. I might be able to get you a shot of it driving maybe in a couple of days. Thanks. Bye.